Hello friends, welcome. Today we are going to discuss and learn the most important topics of section 4, 4.1 History of English Drama. Drama is a specific mode of fiction represented in performance. The term drama has come from a Greek word which is known as action. Classical Greek drama, which is derived from the work to do or to act. The origin of drama is deep rooted in the religious predisposition of mankind. The ancient Greek and Roman dramas were concerned with religious ceremonials, religious rituals of the people. It was a religious element that resulted in the development of drama. Drama is a type of literature which is ultimately tells you a story and which is intended to be performed on the stage. Drama is an imitation of life. It is different from other forms of literature because of its unique characteristics. It is usually a medium of communication. Drama is a performance which is essentially loud, exaggerated, and larger than life. It is an audio-visual medium. The audience sitting around in front of, close to, or in the last row of the theater should be able to hear and see the actor on the stage. Actually, drama is a medium of expression whereby performers express themselves artistically. The performance is based on a script which is in the form of dialogues. So let's see what is drama. A very famous definition from Shorter Oxford Dictionary. Drama is a composition in verse or prose to be acted on the stage in which a story is related by means of dialogue and action and is represented with accompanying gesture, costume and scenery as in real life. One more definition from a glossary of literary terms by M.H. Abrams. Drama is a composition designed for performance in the theatre in which actors take the roles of the characters, perform the indicated action and utter the written dialogue. Now, elements of drama. There are different elements of drama. They are plot, character, characterization, dialogue, setting, stage directions, conflict and theme. Now let's see one by one. The first element is plot. Plot is a literary term used to describe the event that make up a story or the main part of a story. These events relate to each other in a pattern or a sequence. It means plan, scheme or pattern. Plot is known as the foundation of a novel or a story around which the characters and settings are built. It is meant to organize information and events in a logical manner. When writing the plot of a piece of literature, the author has to be careful that it does not dominate the other parts of the story. Another important element of drama is a character. A character can be any person, a figure, an inanimate object or animal. The protagonist is the main character in a play. There are different types of characters and each serves its unique function in a story or a piece of literature. Or the characters are major, minor, static and dynamic flat and round. Next element is characterization. Characterization is the representation of persons in narrative and dramatic works. It is an art and the techniques a dramatist or a writer use to create and develop characters. The dramatist take every effort to bring the characters to life by establishing their relation with the characters. In short, characterization is the process through which the dramatist try to reveal the characters and their personal qualities. Next important element is dialogue. Dialogue is the conversation between characters in a literary work. Dialogue is important because when you have dialogues, it shows the character's personality, emotions, and action. With dialogue, you can show how the character is instead of describing how the character is. But the main idea of using dialogue is to show reality, such as a conversation between characters. Next element is settings. Setting or location is a place where the story takes place. A drama is meant for stage performance. The location or setting is rebuilt through effective use of a variety of props. The unity of time, place, and action has to be taken into consideration while setting the stage. The proper use of setting or props helps the play to be impactful. Props are the things like books, telephones, dishes, and other items that actors use on stage during the performance to support the action. Next element is stage directions. Stage directions are notes in the script, usually written in italics and enclosed in brackets. They usually describe where and when a scene takes place, how the actors should say their lines, and how the characters should move on stage. They may explain the character's mood or how the character is feeling. Stage directions may also describe the appearance and actions of the characters, as well as the sets, props, costumes, sound effects, and lighting for a play. Next element is conflict. Conflict is the essence of drama. In literature, conflict is a literary element that involves a struggle between two opposing forces, usually a protagonist and an antagonist. It enlightens life, grants dignity and worth to human life. And the last important element is theme. A theme is the central idea around which the plot revolves. It is directly stated through the playwright's instructions, dialogues, and other features. It focuses on the subject of the play. There can be a number of sub-themes that portray human life. The theme helps to convey the message of the playwright. Next point is types of drama. There are different types of drama. There are three main types of drama. They are tragedy, comedy, and tragic comedy. The first type is tragedy. Tragedy is a drama which has an unhappy ending. Such dramas are full of sorrowful events and pitiable conditions of characters. For example, Romeo and Juliet by William Shakespeare. It is a type of drama where the characters go through some form of suffering. Next type is comedy. Comedy is a humorous story with a happy ending, and it is a type of dramatic work that is amusing and satirical in its tone. The characters in such dramas are generally shown in joyful mood. For example, The Way of the World by William Congreve. Comedy is divided into 5 subtypes. The first is romantic comedy. Romantic comedy is a type of comedy based on the themes of love and romance. A number of Shakespeare's work fall into this category. Next, sentimental comedy. It is a dramatic genre of the 18th century and refers to plays in which middle class characters overcome a series of moral challenges. It is not a comedy but involves themes relating to the difference between good and bad, that is, morality. Next type is classical comedy. It is a type of comedy based on the classical rules of ancient Greek and Roman writers. Next, comedy of humors. It is typically associated with the dramatist Ben Jonson. It is a type of comedy that focuses on a character or characters which possesses two or more distinguishing qualities or humors. Next, comedy of manners. It is the exact opposite of the sentimental comedy, a type of comedy that makes fun of the social standards and behavior of the people in society. And the last major type of drama is tragic comedy. Tragic comedy is a type of comedy that combines the elements of comedy and tragedy. The characters in tragedy, the characters in tragic comedy are exaggerated, and sometimes there might be happy ending after a series of unfortunate events. It is incorporated with jokes throughout the story just to enlighten the tone. Now let's see a short history of drama. The first point is Introduction to English Theatre. Drama is a stage performance, so it needs a platform to perform in front of the audience. Other elements of a stage is also important to present the play effectively. These elements include orchestra, costumes, lighting, background settings, and curtains too. However, in initial stages of drama, these elements were impossible as the drama was performed inside the church, on open stage, or on the wagons. In the Elizabethan times, the concept of theatre underwent a great change, and today we have well equipped theatres in front of us. So, this journey of modern theatre is very interesting to know. Next, medieval theatre. During medieval times, drama had to deal a lot with the church affairs. Further, it was only religious, so it was never performed for entertainment. As a result, there were only religious dramas performed. It was here that miracle and mystery plays were performed. Generally, drama moved out of the four walls of church and started to be performed on the open stage and on mobile wagons. Next, Elizabethan theatre and Restoration theatre. These theatres improved the condition of earlier theatres in medieval times. The Elizabethan period brought in discoveries in various fields which had a great impact on the literature. The religious drama got replaced with the drama of everyday life, showing common men and women. This was the first time that theatres became the performances of human experiences. The spectators covered the three sides of the stage. There was no need of curtains on the stage. Use of galleries was the special features of the theatre in Elizabethan times. Next, modern theatre and postmodern theatre. Modern theatre underwent so many changes as a result of political, social, economical, and technological makeover. The direct effects of realism, naturalism, and expressionism found way through the theatres. Norwegian playwright Henrik Ibsen popularized the realism through his plays and brought them in the theatre. His An Enemy of the People is the best example of it. Indian theatre. Indian theatres found its origin in the Sanskrit drama as a parallel development with Greek and Roman theatres. Theatrical performances were narrative and consisted of singing and dancing. They were performed in open yards or sometimes in the premises of temples. The earliest Indian theatre got its contribution dating back to 2000 BC and to 5th century AD. It originated from Bharat Muni, who wrote 36 books on Natya Shastra, which describes the theory for theatre performance. This was the classical stage of drama in India. In modern times, this classical drama underwent great changes, and today we have contemporary dramas known as Natak. However, these are decreasing day by day. Here in this slide, you can see the important periods in the history of English drama, types of plays and classics. The first important period in the history of drama is medieval period. It is from 11th century to 15th century, and the types of plays in the medieval period were didactic plays, mystery plays, miracle plays, cycle plays, morality plays. And the best example of medieval period or the best play in the medieval period was Robin Hood by Howard Pyle and Everyman. Everyman. Next period is Renaissance period from 1600 to 1700, reign of Elizabeth I and James I, and the types of plays were tragic, comedy, melancholy, and revenge plays. And the famous plays in the Renaissance period were Romeo and Juliet, A Midsummer Night Dreams, Henry IV by William Shakespeare, and Duchess of Malfi by John Webster. Then next, Restoration period from 1600 onwards in the reign of Charles II. The types of plays were heroic drama, pathetic drama, and restoration comedy. And the plays were All for Love by John Dryden, The Way of the World. Then Victorian period from 1837 to 1901, reign of Queen Victoria. All types of plays were performed in Victorian period, and the important plays in Victorian period, The Importance of Being Earnest by Oscar Wilde, Candia by George Bernard Shaw, A Doll's House, An Enemy of the People by Henrik Ibsen. The next period is modern period from 1901 to 1945, and the types of plays were Stream of Consciousness, absurd plays, poetic drama, radio drama, and the plays were Pygmalion by George Bernard Shaw, Murder in the Cathedral by T.S. Eliot, Look Back in Anger by John Osborne. Then postmodern era from 1945 to 2000, and the types of plays: kitchen sink drama, and the plays were Waiting for Godot by Samuel Beckett. Now let's see one act play. One act play is a play that has only one act but may consist of one or more scenes. It is a complete story that has to be performed on stage in fixed time duration. It takes place at a single location and the number of characters is limited. It focuses on simplicity and aims to produce maximum effect in a shorter period of time. Let's see some of the features of one act play. The first feature is plot. The plot is a story that has been arranged into a closely related chain of events and presented in a sequence. Conflict. A play usually has a central conflict. Then next, theme. A theme is the central idea around which the plot is built, which means this idea is reinforced throughout the entire course of the play. The theme helps to convey the message of the playwright. It is expressed through the instructions of the playwright or through the dialogues, features of the play. It focuses on the subject of the play and can be either directly and indirectly expressed through the performance. In general, there can be number of sub-themes, while in longer multi-act play there could be multiple themes. A one-act play deals with only one theme which is developed through a single episode till it reaches climax. Next, setting. Setting or location is a place where the story takes place. In a stage performance, the location or setting must be easily understood by the audience. To effectively convey the setting, a variety of props must be used. The props must not only reflect the correct location but also the mood, time, period of the play. It is also important to maintain the unity of time, place, and action in a one act play. So, what is unit of action, unit of place, and unit of time? So, let's see unit of action. It requires a play to have a single set of incidents that reveals a beginning, middle, and an end tied together by a common goal. Then unity of place. It requires the play to occur in a single place. Unity of time. It suggests that the play must span the course of a short period, that is, ideally not more than a day. Then next, language. The message and theme of play must be may be expressed by means of verbal or non-verbal communication, or we can say words or body language. One of the features of a one act play is the restricted use of words, because the message must be conveyed in a limited number of words. The dialogues must be written with extra consideration so as to be concise and clever at the same time. With the use of language techniques, the playwright can ensure effective communication. In addition, the use of poetic devices and figures of speech can make the dialogues powerful. These language techniques help to set the tone of the dialogues, which thereby results in the effective communication of the theme of the play. Characters. A one-act play has a limited number of characters, which are categorized as main and supporting. E.M. Foster's division of characters: round character and flat character. Round character is a complex character that develops through the experiences and changes over time. And flat characters, a, a character that remains the same throughout the story of the play. A flat character has only one characteristic and is also known as caricature. The story of the play revolves around the main characters who face a conflict. Now, features of one act play. The first feature of one act play is it has one or more scenes. It is concise in manner. It has a single dominant theme which produces a single effect. It has a beginning, middle, and end, such as exposition, conflict, climax, denouement. Exposition is a brief introduction to the play. Conflict is a challenge faced by the main characters that leads to the development of the play. It is the essence of drama and serves as a backbone to the drama. Climax is the turning point of the play. It is the most important part of the play. It is the part where the major questions raised through the course of the play are answered. Denouement. It is a brief concluding portion which usually overlaps with climax, during which the plot of the play is fully revealed and clarifications, if any, are made. Next feature, it introduces detailed stage directions to reduce the time taken by the action itself. It relies on the creation of mood or atmosphere in order to have a successful impact. It observes the unit of time, place, and action. It has a simple plot that ensures concentration of action and unit of impression. A one-act play has limited characters. I hope you have understood all the important elements of drama, its types, and important periods in the history of English drama, and the features of one-act plays. Thank you and all the best.